Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today, I thought I'd show you guys how I set up my sketchbooks, since I'm almost done with my current one, and I thought now would be the perfect time to record the process for it. So with that out of the way, let's get on to the video. So I've kept the habit of keeping sketchbooks for a little over 10 years now, and in that meantime, I've kind of developed like this little system. I guess if you could call it that. But to be honest, this is what really helps me break into a sketchbook and helps me like commit to actually finishing it. Not saying that I own this, but this is stuff that I picked up along the way from other artists or what I've seen other people do. But for me, this is what really works out, and hopefully you get something out of it. Well, first of all, I like to use these cheap sketchbooks from Marighoul's. For me, they're a pretty decent size and they tend to hold stuff pretty well. All that really matters to me is that they're cheap, because I've never really been able to use expensive sketchbooks since I always feel guilty ruining it, but when I use cheap ones, I'm not really too worried about it. And so for the next step, I get to decorate the cover with stickers. So for full disclosure, I am just obsessed with stickers. Anytime I see one in the store, I'll just buy it and add it to my stash. Like I have like a whole drawer just full of stickers that I've gotten over the years. Usually it's stuff I get from the Japanese dollar store or online, or stuff that my friends send me. I think there's even one in here that I got like from the doctor's office. They have like this little basket with like kid stickers, so I just took one. Basically, if it looks cool or it looks cute, I just try to fill like every single spot with something. So once you're done with that, we're gonna move on to the inside cover. So actually in some of my older sketchbooks, I just used to leave this part plain, but I've decided to start using color printer paper to kind of spruce it up a bit. So then what I'll do is I'll take some colored printer paper and then cut it down a little bit on the edges, just so I can have enough room to tape it down. I like to use washi tape as a border just because it looks a little better than regular tape. So once that part's done, I like to take a little piece of sticker paper and write down my start date. And then I usually leave like an empty end date just so I can catalog when I started drawing in the sketchbook. I know some people put it on the spine, but I just like to put it on the inside somewhere so it doesn't like rub off or anything. So underneath that, this is going to be my motivational space. Basically any quotes that really speak to me, or maybe some useful art advice, I'll usually write down here, so when I'm in a bad art block or I'm having a bad day, I can flip to this page and get a little boost of inspiration. And so for the other cover, this is typically where I put my art goals. In some of my older sketchbooks, I would do monthly art goals, so for that particular month, I would focus on one thing. But lately I've been doing it where I'm trying to focus on aspects of art that maybe I'm neglecting, or some artists I want to study or something like that. And so for your first page, I don't actually draw anything on it. If I'm being honest, I've always been intimidated to draw on the first page. So what I started doing instead is I use it as a testing page for my art supplies, just so I can know how the supplies will react to the paper and see if they bleed through or not. And for the final touch is I'll usually take a marker and number my sketchbook. And for me, I really like doing this just because it helps me keep track of my progress over the years. Alright, and so for this section, I'm going to give you guys some bonus tips on how to start your sketchbook. So my first tip for you guys is going to be, when you do your first page, you want to actually start it out of order. So my reasoning behind this is, when I used to do pages in chronological order, I would like look at my sketchbook and be like, oh, this is how much I have left to do, right? But if you do it out of order, you're not really too worried about that, and you know, every new page that you flip to is just going to be a surprise. And for some personal examples of what I use my sketchbook for is, I don't really dedicate my sketchbooks to one thing in particular. I can literally do anything from art studies, sometimes it's just a break from digital work. Sometimes I'll play around with character designs, or I have like story ideas that I write down in there. or sometimes I just use it to write down comic thumbnails. So what do I do if I'm ever stuck on a page is, honestly, my to-go-to is just to do gesture drawings or an art study. For this, I usually use Pinterest. It's such an amazing tool. To be honest, if you don't have a Pinterest account, you should probably get one. I just love how it like recommends you stuff based on pictures you saved. Like I've had I think hundreds of thousands of pictures on here already, but anytime I need some inspiration, I just go on there and it helps me fill up my sketchbook faster. And that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I hope it helped you guys out a lot. If you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!